All right, San Antonio Spurs beat the Miami Heat 107 points to 101 points, and both teams played hard, my man. Just two championship level organizations. The Heat and the Spurs are somewhat in the earlier phases of their rebuild. I don't think the Heat are totally rebuilding. They're kind of in the middle of things. They have Tyler Hero, they have Bam Adebayo, so honestly, once the Heat are healthy, they may even have championship aspirations for this season. The East is pretty wide open, and up until this point, the Heat looked really impressive in the East. Bam Adebayo is very good. Andrew Wiggins, Davion Mitchell has really impressive guard play. Jovic, is very good. Still waiting to get Tyler Hero back. So the Heat are really impressive. They have a really solid team, and I think they could possibly be trying to compete for a championship once they get everybody back healthy, but we'll see how that goes. My first takeaways from the game before we kind of get into the numbers here. I thought Bam Adebayo did a great job on Wemby defensively and offensively. Bam Adebayo was doing the exact thing you have to do against the Spurs to give yourself a good chance or at least put Wemby into trouble. When we played the Brooklyn Nets, the Nets Wemby only had one foul the whole game. He only had one block the whole game. They would get into the paint, see Wemby, just kind of try to draw him in, then kick out for threes and shoot a bunch of long mid-range jumpers and a bunch of long threes. And I don't think that's really the way to beat the San Antonio Spurs. New Orleans, I feel like, has done the best job this whole season against the Spurs. Zion Williamson was just attacking Wemby's body like crazy. You're going to get your shot blocked probably 4 or 5 times, maybe even more times than that, but you can't get scared. You have to attack Wemby's body over and over again, no matter how many times you get blocked. And Wemby's going to block a lot of shots, and you're going to put the refs in a tough position. They have to call a foul or call it a clean block. And there were some plays in the New Orleans game where it was debatable. You might say, "Hey, that wasn't a foul on Wemby. That wasn't a blocking foul." There's a lot of times when Zion just goes straight into Wembanyama's body. I thought the game was well officiated as a Spurs fan. I didn't see any ridiculous calls. I thought they were pretty much all good calls on Wemby, but you just have to get physical, get in the paint, and try to get him into foul trouble because if you don't do that, you're going to have a long night out there. So Bam did a really good job just attacking Wemby's body. He got in the paint for some nice floaters. He had a couple plays where he just pretty much straight posted up Wemby, little pump fake up and under, and got his shot up around Wemby. So Bam did a great job attacking him offensively. Did a really good job guarding Wemby on the defensive end as well. Those are the guys that give Wemby trouble. Just a low center of gravity. Zion did well against him. Bam Adebayo. I think Lou Dort, just another shorter, stockier guy. I think Lou Dort could do a good job on Wemby as well. But it's one of my first takeaways. Bam Adebayo was really impressive. Andrew Wiggins did a great job attacking the rim, attacking Wemby as well. And as an opposing team, that's pretty much what you have to do, in my opinion. You got to get in his body. Got to try to get him into foul trouble. So he has to play less minutes, or hopefully, like in New Orleans' case, you can get him fouled out of the game because that's going to kind of give you the best shot out there. So my first takeaways watching the game, it's probably the first 3 or 4 minutes. Stephon Castle turns the ball over 2 times in the first 3 or 4 minutes of the game, and those are his only 2 turnovers for the entire game. He finishes with two. They did say a stat that I didn't even realize. I knew Steph Castle was turning the ball over a whole lot. He's been very turnover prone this whole season, but they mentioned a stat. He's actually leading the entire NBA in turnovers up until this game. It may have changed after this game, but going into this game, he was leading the entire NBA in turnovers. So that is concerning. I don't think Stephon Castle is a point guard. It's not his natural position. He's really a shooting guard that can run the point guard and can do a good job running the point guard, but he's not really a guy to give the ball to over and over and just have him run your offense all game long and expect him not to have a few turnovers. He's been having a lot of turnovers so far in the season. I do think Dylan Harper is our better option at point guard right now in terms of just running the point guard, running the offense, getting the ball to people in open spaces in the right spots. Even when Dylan Harper isn't getting the assist on the play, he usually gets people the ball in a good position to be successful for themselves. You see a lot of plays where Dylan Harper kicks out to Vassell. I saw some plays to Champagnie, Harrison Barnes. Harper just realizes this player might not be open for the shot, but they have a good angle to attack the closeout. So he passes it to Champagnie, Barnes, Vassell, whoever it is. They have a good angle to attack the closeout. There was one play where Harper passed to Vassell. Vassell attacks the closeout from the corner and throws a sick lob to Wemby, and he gets a one-hand dunk on it. So Harper gets a lot of those hockey assists. He gets a lot of regular assists as well. He's just an excellent passer, has excellent playmaking and court vision. So I think Dylan Harper is De'Aaron Fox is our best option at point guard. We miss De'Aaron Fox like crazy, but Dylan Harper's the second best option just to purely run the point guard position. I think him and Stephon Castle look really good on the court at the same time. I'm out there together, but we are having Stephon Castle run the point guard. He finishes the game 21 points, 8 assists, 6 rebounds. His playmaking did look really good this game with the 8 assists, only the 2 turnovers, the 4 steals, 7 for 12 from the field. He does knock down the 2 threes. So it's not that Castle can't run the point guard. He's getting better at it game by game. Stephon Castle, his development was crazy just over his rookie season as far as getting better as a three-point shooter and just getting more comfortable as a ball handler, playmaker. And now he's getting better and better at it. But I feel like Stephon Castle's most effective as like a secondary playmaker where instead of him passing the ball out to someone to attack the closeout, he's the one receiving the pass and attacking the closeout where he can use his explosiveness and his ball handling to get himself open. But back to Harper, though. Harper has 13 points, 4 assists, only the 2 turnovers. He does play 24 minutes out there. He did have a couple plays. He had a bad turnover, I remember. He's passing to, I think it was Wemby. He's right there on the free throw line, basically. Dylan Harper's up at the top of the three-point line. He does a bounce pass to him. I want to say it was Bam Adebayo. They come around the back and they rip that pass, and we're going the other way. And Harper was so frustrated at himself. He just knew he made the wrong read. And he usually makes the right reads. He's just such a smart playmaker that, he expects a lot out of himself, and we expect a lot out of him at a young age. But Dylan Harper looked good as well. We're missing De'Aaron Fox like crazy while we're talking about the point guard situation. We enter the fourth quarter. We're up 15 points starting the fourth quarter. I had that written down, and I wasn't thinking that the game was necessarily going to get close, but I was thinking the game's far from over. It's a 15-point game going into the fourth, and then the Heat, they cut it to like 8 points, probably within like 8 minutes left. Like the first 4 minutes, they cut it to 8 points, and I'm thinking, here we go. We have to win a basketball game now. I think they took the lead, actually. They took the lead by 1 point at one time in the fourth quarter, and I wasn't necessarily surprised, to be honest with you. We just come out, we're kind of lethargic. We get the big lead. We start turning the ball over. We kind of stop running our offense. We'll take some bad shots, have some bad isolation possessions out there instead of running our offense while we're up 15 points. We have all these young, talented players. We can just come out and fucking blitz teams out of the gate with all of our young talent. And once we get the lead, we kind of don't know what to do with it. We don't know how to just settle down and just hold the lead and stay up double digits instead of getting up 15 points. I think we were up 17 points going into the fourth quarter last game, and teams just managed to cut into our lead and make it a close game to end the game. It is exciting to watch as a basketball fan, but as a Spurs fan, I'd rather us just hold the lead. Once a team like OKC gets up 20, 25 points, it's kind of lights out. The game is kind of over. They throw in their bench unit. The other team never really gets back into the game. OKC is more of a veteran team at this point, so we are similar to a younger OKC just with all of our young talent and our draft assets, so we're still learning that with age. But when De'Aaron Fox gets back, once we're up 20 points, 25 points, whatever it is, that other team's probably not going to cut the lead under 10 at any point for the rest of the game. De'Aaron Fox is just so great at managing time, managing pace. He can push the pace. He can go insanely fast and still keep himself under control, still make the right reads while he's going at a breakneck speed. And De'Aaron Fox just knows when to speed up, knows when to slow down. He knows if we're up 15 plus, we don't need to make all these crazy plays. He'll get us into our offense and make sure we get a good possession, time in and time out up the court. When we go into these scoring droughts, we can just give the ball to De'Aaron Fox and say, all right, De'Aaron, take 5 or 6 shots in a row and get a little 7-point run for yourself, because he's our best instant offense guy. Some people inside, a lot of people outside the Spurs organization are saying, oh, y'all got to trade De'Aaron Fox. You have Dylan Harper and Stephon Castle. We just signed De'Aaron Fox to a 4-year max contract, so De'Aaron Fox isn't going anywhere, as he shouldn't. He's our best point guard. He's our second best player behind Victor Wembanyama, and people are just forgetting who De'Aaron Fox is. He just scored 60 points just last season, so I understand. If you don't see a player play for a while, you kind of forget who they are. We haven't really seen De'Aaron Fox. I think he only played 20 games with the Spurs, so we haven't seen him get out there and play next to Wembanyama. But the pick and roll is going to be stupid with Wemby and De'Aaron Fox. If the defender's not playing drop coverage, De'Aaron's going to fly by and just get right to the paint. If the defender's pressing up, then same thing. De'Aaron's going to fly right by. If they are playing drop coverage, Wemby's going to pop out for an open three. It's going to be really hard for teams to guard. De'Aaron Fox, when he's out there, just going to get all of our shooters more open opportunities as well. We're missing Jeremy Sohan really bad as well. Once Jeremy Sohan gets back, he's going to be in the starting lineup because he is a starter. I guess we take out, so we went Stephon Castle, Vassell, Wemby, Champagnie, and Harrison Barnes for our starting lineup for this game. Once Sohan gets back, I think we probably take out Barnes. If you had Barnes playing the power forwards, we probably take out Barnes and then plug Sohan in there. And Sohan's not the shooter that Harrison Barnes is, but Jeremy Sohan, he might be our best pick and roll player, to be totally honest. We can run it with Harper, Vassell, Castle. You run the pick and roll with Sohan, you get him the ball. He catches the ball at the free throw line, and he reads everything so fast. He's like a Draymond Green type player for our offense. Catches at the free throw line, turns around. He knows in a split second, I can pass to the wing. I can pass it out to the corner. I have Wemby rolling for a lob over here next to me. Maybe he takes one dribble and goes inside for a dunk. Maybe he gets inside to the post because he has a mismatch against a smaller player, and he knows it. Sohan's basketball IQ is so high. He's going to help us out a whole lot offensively, and that's not even his best side of the ball. Him defensively out there, he's going to guard the number one option on the other team. If it's Anthony Edwards, Kevin Durant, whoever you want to put out there, whatever their number one scoring option is on the perimeter, he's going to be guarding that guy. And then we're going to slide Stephon Castle down to the number two option, and Castle's going to cause just even more chaos guarding the number two option and be able to save more energy for himself on offense. But Sohan as well, a lot of people outside the Spurs organization hate on Sohan and say we should trade Sohan. Sohan's trash because he can't shoot a three is basically all people look at out there, but Sohan's incredible defensively. He's going to help us out so much defensively with his versatility. He's the backline guy. He's going to be calling out plays, making sure people are in the right place on defense, and just playing the passing lanes like crazy, just playing great one-on-one defense and giving us versatility that we need out there defensively, and he's a perfect fit next to Wembanyama defensively and offensively. They have crazy chemistry as well. Keldon Johnson, I've loved Keldon Johnson kind of slotting into his new role. Of course, when he comes in, him and Devin Vassell, they're like our star players for years there. They're number one, number two options. They're just going out there and doing kind of whatever they want to do on offense. It helped them develop into the players they are right now, and then they kind of slide back into their roles. Keldon Johnson just comes off the bench and gives us so much energy. All of his shots seem to come within the paint. He did take 2 threes this game, but he only takes threes when they're wide open. He used to take some ill-advised threes last season, Wemby's rookie year, but now he's kind of sliding into that role. He hits the offensive glass like crazy. Only had 2 this game, but there's so many times he gets in there and gets a tip ball, bounces the ball off someone's foot, gets on the ground for jump balls, and he gives us so much energy out there. He had 0 turnovers this game, so I'm really proud of Keldon, what he's bringing to the team, because he used to make some bad decisions. He's never been a ball hog, but he would get tunnel vision and think when he catches the ball, he can just put his shoulder down, bully his defender, get to the rim and get a finish. And a lot of the times that is a good option, and it works out because Keldon's just such a bully. He's so strong out there. But just because it works out doesn't mean it's the right basketball play. And Keldon's been getting better at just making the right basketball play and just being a high energy guy out there that comes in off the bench and really helps us out. Speaking of slotting into your role, Devin Vassell is doing a great job as our third option. He's probably going to be our fourth option once Fox comes back, so it's going to be De'Aaron Fox. Wembanyama is 1 and 2, of course. Wemby's 1, Fox is 2, and then Stephon Castle is looking like he's probably going to be the third option, and then Devin Vassell probably slides into the fourth option. That's a stupid fourth option to have. You have a dude that can give you 25, 30 points any given night as a fourth option, and that's insane, the depth the Spurs have at this point with Vassell, Jordan McLaughlin, Keldon Johnson, Dylan Harper off the bench. McLaughlin's been giving us great minutes as well. He comes in 2 for 4, knocks down two threes. He has the one steal, no turnovers. Whenever McLaughlin is open, honestly, and he shoots a three, at this point I'm starting to feel like they're going in all the time. He's a really solid 3-point shooter. He runs the point guard position really solid. Again, the zero turnovers. He's not going to go out there and make a bunch of stupid mistakes. He's going to get guys the ball in spots to be successful. So I was really impressed with Jordan McLaughlin. Once De'Aaron Fox gets back, McLaughlin probably falls out of the rotation, but if there's a game where, I don't know, Castle misses a game with a sprained ankle, or De'Aaron Fox, Dylan Harper, we do have McLaughlin in our back pocket, and he gives us some really valuable minutes. Carter Bryant didn't play at all in this game. I guess Coach Smith Johnson just thought it wasn't really a good fit for him to play out there in this game. He's getting his minutes in there sparingly, and he's been developing decently. I mentioned in my last video, I just want to see Carter Bryant get out there, knock down a three every once in a while. He made his first 3-point shot, his first NBA field goal just last game. So, I want to see him get a little bit more minutes game to game. Maybe he knocks down 2 threes next game, and then he knocks down 3 threes the next 5 or 6 games. Just see him get more and more comfortable. He's very comfortable on defense. He looks great on defense. It's just a matter of him getting used to our system and getting more comfortable offensively. But we have high hopes for Carter Bryant. He has insane potential. We're missing De'Aaron Fox. We already talked about that. Luke Cornett was sorely missed. Not so much this game, but last game. He'd even help us out this game with his size, but it would have been a tough matchup for him with Miami running small ball and just wanting to get up and down the court. So I don't think Cornett would have helped us in a crazy way this game, but we could definitely use him. He would have given us probably 10 points and 10 rebounds. He's pretty much a double-double machine whenever he's out there, and he gives us additional rim protection when Wembanyama isn't in the game. So he's been great for us. We haven't seen Kelly Olynyk at all this season, but Kelly Olynyk had it written down here. In 2023, he shot 40% on 3.5 3-point attempts. Just last season, he shot 41% on 2 3-point attempts. So just another 7-footer we have out there that can be a big body. He can knock down a few threes. He's not shooting a high volume, of course. He's only going to shoot maybe 2 or 3 threes coming off the bench for us. But if he can knock down 1 or 2 of them and just be another big body, 7-footer type guy out there, that'll definitely help us out. I'm really excited for Kelly Olynyk and just going to add to our depth, and I think he definitely cracks the rotation and finds a place for himself, playing in our bench rotation there. Last thing for the game, the Heat shoot 43% from the field. We shoot 44%, so pretty much the same on the field goal percentage. The Heat shoot 40% from 3. We shoot 34%. So that was kind of the difference in the game, and that was the reason the Heat were in the game. They were doing a good job with Bam Adebayo and Andrew Wiggins attacking Wemby's body. He picked up the 3 fouls, so they were doing that right, but that leads to the 3 balls. You kind of have to attack Wemby, get the defense to collapse, and then kick out and move the ball around to get your open threes. And Miami did a good job getting the 3 balls. We attacked the paint like crazy. Miami is 8 for 11 from the free throw line. We're 17 for 23 from the line. So with Wemby playing his whole new style of basketball, just attacking the paint, getting way more paint shots than he was last season, it's of course leading to more free throws. It's leading to more cutting opportunities for our guys and leading to more kick-out opportunities where Stephon Castle, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes can hit a quick pump fake and attack the closeout and put the defense in a bad position. So us getting into the paint and just dominating from the free throw line was probably really the main reason that we won the game. Miami has 41 rebounds. We have 48 rebounds. We win the rebound battle. Wasn't anything crazy, but we do win the rebound battle. We should win the rebound battle more nights than we don't. Just with us having Wemby, Luke Cornett, Kelly Olynyk once he gets back. We have a bunch of big guards with Harrison Barnes and Champagnie. Keldon Johnson loves to rebound. Stephon Castle loves to rebound. We should be an elite rebounding team. Almost just off of Wemby's back. He had 18 rebounds this game, and everyone else can kind of come off the gravity Wemby draws. He has 2 or 3 guys trying to box him out, then someone else swings in and gets the rebound for themselves. The Heat have 14 turnovers. We only have 11, so that's awesome to see. Again, we talked about Stephon Castle's turnover troubles, but he only has 2 turnovers this game, so hopefully he's turning that around. But we do win the turnover battle. That's really impressive to have only 11 turnovers against a very good Heat defense. And yeah, it's really impressive how we took care of the ball. And then He'd have 20 fouls. We only have 17 personal fouls. So they did a good job attacking Wemby, attacking the paint, but we did a better job and were able to draw more fouls and shoot the 23 free throws. And that was really the main reason we won the game was our free throw shooting. But just a great performance from the Spurs. I think De'Aaron Fox is supposed to be back for the next game. I heard he's supposed to be back in November, early November. They said that probably in August. So hopefully De'Aaron Fox is going to be back for this next game, and our offense is going to be so unlocked. And De'Aaron Fox is going to show everybody what the Spurs have been missing out on, and just reestablish himself in the NBA and make sure everybody remembers who De'Aaron Fox is. But please like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 7 million subscribers. Please let me know what you thought about the Spurs win, and we'll see y'all next time. Peace.